Hey, good morning everyone. Typical Hunks Adventure here. Since I won't be doing car chats as often, I figured I'd do a quick chat while I'm in my office instead. So I did record a video this morning, kind of doing a video on how my parents never gave me financial advice. Now, it's not to say that they're the only ones. I think that's something that school should really teach as well. But it kind of just goes over my journey and story of, poor financial decisions growing up. Some of them maybe not poor, but just not having the experience or knowledge when and when not to just go and buy certain things. And I kind of talk about that, and then how it kind of crept back over the years, and now how, I feel like I've learned and am definitely better in terms of that with my, money and finances. But then also things that I'm looking to learn more about, which I'll have to, I'm currently in the process of doing. So a video on that will be, a little bit more in the future. Maybe not as far, but, we'll see as I have time. But yeah, just making this video to kind of talk about my Monday. It's been a bit chaotic. The visual testing stuff that I had gotten up last week, it got merged out, which was great. It was something I've never done before, because not only is it something new, but trying to get that out to people, wasn't really sure how to do that because it required installing stuff on my machine, putting files in certain places, and then making sure that those were working correctly in the code and the code could see them. And I thought I overthought it for a bit, because I was like, wait, I can just add those files out there, so when people download my code, it'll grab those files, putting them in the correct directories and all of that, and I thought that would be okay, which when I talked to someone else, they said, yeah, that should be the case, but for whatever reason, while those files are there, the code is not finding them for other people. But not only that, but then the remote machines that are used over the weekend to run our automated code and everything like that, those also aren't seeing them, but it's not as easy as logging into these machines and running a command that will hopefully allow them to see that path. So I'm trying to look into ways to resolve this, but it's all new to me. But it's a lot coming in on a Monday, and I'm still learning this thing, but now I'm also trying to learn more about how to get it to work on these other machines. And yeah, it's a learning experience, and sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's nice when you want to fail fast so that you can learn these things and then grow from them. And then in the future, if I'm doing some kind of task where we're implementing or adding something new, hopefully I'll know about these pitfalls and know how to avoid them. Or if this is the only way, then making sure that we do it correctly when we do it the first time. But yeah, that is something I'm looking into. One of the things that I'm learning is how to upload a jar file into a repository, and then that way in our code we just add dependency for that sort of thing, which I have already done for the program, but this I guess would be for the files. I don't know how they differentiate in terms of that, but I guess I'll find out and see if that works. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on there, to see if that will actually take care of the problem or not. We're still not entirely sure, so but I need to wait for someone who has access to this repository that is able to upload the file for me, or maybe give me rights so that I'm able to do so, and see if this will alleviate the problem. Because right now it's not allowing us to run any of our weekend stuff, so that's something that we need to address. But yeah, outside of that, I do have a one-on-one with my boss today, so we'll see how that goes, and I guess I'll keep you updated when I record the rest of this video. Let you know how that meeting goes, because one of the things I'll be talking about is probably my work from home status. So I ended up having the call with my boss. It was pretty short, only because he was actually going to reschedule it, because he had another call that he was supposed to make with someone, but they didn't fall through for a bit, so we ended up meeting for a moment just to talk about how the company HR had reached out for my work from home agreement. But we both agreed that there's nothing we can do at the moment. Just need to wait and hear back from them. Then once we hear back, we can kind of work on a process and figure out what we can do. So, and then yeah, with the visual regression testing and trying to get those files set up, I did reach out to someone who was supposed to look into it, who may have the permissions or whatever to get that sorted, but haven't heard back from them. So Fortunately, still waiting on that, which is kind of a bummer because that means it's kind of blocking us from seeing any new failures that have happened over the weekend to try and fix those. But I did have a handful of other things that have been failing for a while that I've noted, so luckily I'm able to look into those and try and fix them. Did fix a couple today, so it was kind of nice little win for me in terms of figuring out some code. But yeah, if I hear more, I'll let you guys know throughout the week. And yeah. Also, my buddy was gonna reach out to me about some stuff with financing and like investments and stuff like that, but decided not to at the moment just because it's been a very busy day. But I do want to learn more about that, and you know, I'll share in my other video that I'm making, and then I'll have a future one as well about you know, where I get on the research with some of that stuff. So, but stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.